Welcome to Random Record Roulette. I'm going to use the Discogs app to pick a record at random out of my collection and see if I have anything to say about it. So I'm going to shake the app and see what comes up. Oh, very nice. Very, very nice. Amandra, Drachme Tolosate. Drachme Tolosate. I have no idea how to pronounce this. So some really nice techno. I'm going to go bring it out and let's take a listen. Techno A. Got it. So no outer sleeve on this, no protective sleeve, which is fine, I guess, because it's just regular black outer. There's no printed cover. I've ordered a lot of records from juno.co.uk through the years. Not just techno, primarily like techno and electronic dance music, but they have other stuff too. And sometimes like stuff will sell out in the regular channels, but you'll find it at Juno because no one looks for metal at Juno, for example. But anyway, all of my records that I buy from Juno, they have this sticker in the corner, and which is really great because when I have them like in the shelf, I just need to pull it out a little bit and I can see the sticker. Now with Brexit and like they're saying they're not gonna, like they're gonna pay for the extra taxes or whatever, or that's baked in somehow. It isn't. I've been billed with lots of extra sort of import tax duties when I've ordered from Juno post Brexit, so I've just stopped. But I do miss these little stickers. They've been really good to have. And they do come off and leave no residue. So even for like nice covers, they don't hurt it. They use a good kind of adhesive on there. Anyway, let's talk about this record. Amandra, I don't know, I have no idea. I think he's French. But Amandra is a guy. He came up on my radar, I think, through some remixes. And there's some like additional, it says here, additional edits by AHRPE005, which is big favorite Swedish techno artist, and I can see if we can see it on here. So Amandra came onto my radar thanks to remix work done by other artists, or like he was on a split with someone else, or I was searching for something else. This came up. I bought it because of some other artists being involved, possibly AHRPE005, but I think I heard it before then, before this release, and before AHRPE005 collaborated with Amandra. And I played it, and I realized what his own tracks with no one else involved, no remixers or anything, are just amazing. Like he has this super organic quality to what he does. It sounds like he seems to be using some sort of samples that aren't the usual ones. It doesn't seem to be the usual drum machines. Something about the timing and the textures and the mixing and the arrangement of everything also feels more organic without being sort of full on, you know, all tribal analog stuff. It's still techno, but it's so soulful. And it's soulful in a way that it doesn't lean towards like house or stuff like that. It's its own distinct thing. And so within techno, especially within the sort of deep techno or atmospheric techno, that's been a big thing in the past like 15 years, 10 or 15 years. Within that world, there's a lot of artists that are, you can mistake them for each other. Like they use the same techniques, they use the same sounds, they use the same sort of arrangements and mixing and mastering. And, you know, it might be great listening, it might be great utilitarian music in the sense that techno normally is. But Amandra definitely sticks out. Like it takes 1 second of listening, a single second, and you'll hear that it's him, which is not common today. So I really, really appreciate that. Well, it says EP, but it's a double. So it's basically an album. I do love the AHRPE005 remix, but again, I'm gonna listen to the others too, just to remind myself, because it's been a while. Amandra has this really organic quality to the sound. It's a little bit loose, it's a little bit analog, it's a little bit dusty, it's a little bit... The bolts aren't fully tightened on every sort of gizmo that makes the sound to some extent, and it just feels more alive. It just feels like there's more stuff going on, tiny little details, tiny little textures to everything, and also in the timing of the sound. And it's overall quite melancholy, quite introspective, quite hypnotic, quite transportative. Is that a word? There's a sense of being transported somewhere, a sense of journey in the music. So really great, great album all the way through, which isn't always the case with this kind of music, because it's, again, techno is utilitarian music. It's sort of made to be used in the context of a DJ set, and the DJ set being experienced on a dance floor. So for home listening, and home listening for a full album, it's rare that something holds up this well. But this I would really recommend. It sounds really great. And it's just got this beautiful atmosphere. The tracks are sufficiently different from each other, not to blend too much, but it's also a sense of coherency to the album as a whole. So yeah, that was a really nice random pick for today. Happy that one came up. So with that, I say bye-bye and see you in the next one.